Anton, if you'd like to come back for one more press of the randomiser, since you did so well last week and produced an episode of your own show, which I still think is quite a major achievement.
Well, let's see what we get this time.
See what we get this time, yes. Now, we never have the same show more than 1 week running, so we're not going to get any more Space 1999 this week. We are, in fact, going to have some Four Feather Falls by the look of it, and the episode is...
Gunrunners.
Oh, I don't know anything about that one, but I'm sure we'll find out right now. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to have you on here.
This pressing finger is good.
You've done it very well, thank you. So, we now welcome back to the randomiser. It's Four Feather Falls, and it's Gun Runners. I nearly said Gunplay. I suspect that's an episode I've already done. Anywho, there's our good friend Tex Tucker. Let's see what adventure he gets up to this week. I suspect it will involve some gun runners. Okay, I can immediately tell this is reasonably early. I feel I've been saying that a lot about Four Feather Falls recently, but I can immediately tell the Rocky puppet.
I'm about ready for my tea.
Slightly the voice as well. Yeah, the puppets they definitely look better than they did in the beginning.
Something about that dog.
I've waffled over it there. It's something that came up previously on Four Feather Falls. Dusty just called Rocky the biggest dude in the West, as if it was an insult. I wouldn't mind being called the biggest dude. I think that's quite cool. I guess it's one of those things that's, changed over the years, possibly, or I don't know. Maybe that was an insult in the old West to be called a big dude.
Way back in my hometown.
Oh, okay. So we have the song. This is Happy Hearts and Friendly Faces, which I think is probably my favourite of the songs. But instead of just having Tex singing as they plod along, we're getting shots of the townsfolk going about their business, which is a nice touch.
And the cocks are crowing in the morning.
Always also get a shot of passing rocks. That's traditional by this point. Every day is spring, yes, you can fritter away your golden Monte Carlo. Come on, sing along, everybody.
But if you've got an idea that you'd like to settle down, you'll love those gentle folks in homely places, happy hearts and friendly faces, way back in my hometown.
I mean, people say with Terrorhawks that the Kate Kestrel songs threaten to stop the story cold. In Four Feather Falls, they really stop the story cold. I mean, at this point, the story hasn't even started yet. Nice to get the song out of the way, I suppose, but I suppose I'd like to know more about the approach to the inclusion of the songs in the series. Oh, there's Kalamakuya! Not seen him for a while. Obviously, some of the songs were out on vinyl.
Great chief, greetings.
But it's quite early for them to be thinking in terms of merchandise.
Bad news.
Yeah? What's the trouble?
Paleface, sell guns to Red Scalp.
Oh dear.
Big trouble.
Yes, well, he would do.
That's bad.
That's the title of the episode.
Peace with white brother. Red Scalp keep bad medicine. Many braves take warpath.
Okay.
Kalamakuya has spoken.
So I kind of like the sort of politics that we were presented with there. Obviously, Big Chief Kalamakuya is on our side. It's nice to get the statement there to back up that his tribe are, for the most part, looking to be friends with the white man. That is not as well shown in this series as it perhaps often should be. I'm thinking of episodes like Ambush, where there's like an Indian attack on the train, and of course you have Red Scalp as a villain. By and large, the villain Indians kind of outnumber the good guys quite a bit. But yes, Tex has immediately put 2 and 2 together and come up with Big Ben is responsible for all this.
Trading guns to Red Scalp, for instance.
Prove it.
I'll prove it, all right.
And I guess this is where Big Ben lives.
I'll be back.
Ooh. In the meantime, I just wanted to let you know that I know.
I'm sure Big Ben's hiding something. And that's
Because he's normally so trustworthy.
running.
That doesn't surprise
This is nice. Sort of sparkly version of the Four Feather Falls theme.
Yeah.
Oh, a ghastly powder.
Hey, Tex. Where's Dusty?
Oh, he's around somewhere. Dusty. Hey, Dusty.
Oh, Rocky's mouth is moving. Sorry, I just noticed. I
You don't think you stayed
thought for a moment there was dialogue that wasn't playing, but I've never noticed that his mouth moved when they walked the puppet. Maybe that was something they didn't stick with for long. Anywho, Dusty, in his clever way, has gone back to Ben's shack to keep an eye on things, which is something, you know, Tex might have thought to do. But got to leave it to Dusty to come up with the best plans around here.
Red Scalp. Hello with Big Ben.
Come on in, Red Scalp.
My old buddy Red Scalp. Oh, Dusty is such a good boy.
Oh, yeah, I got the guns.
And skimming through this recently, looking for footage for the interview with Nigel Planer, I was struck by, it almost seemed in the first episode that Big Ben was in, which I don't think was this episode, but it almost seemed like he wasn't planned to be a regular villain, and then something about just how strongly he came across in the first episode kept him around, because you know, you have Pedro and Fernando, they are essentially the default villains. You also have Red Scalp. Big Ben isn't like an immediate necessary part of the format, but I'm glad they kept him around.
I reckon I better get out of here while the going's good.
Because the puppet looks quite sinister. He's there's something of the old school Hollywood, very Edward G. Robinson face. It could be who it's modelled on. Which he also reminds me, which I think again is an Edward G. Robinson homage, of the leader of the Anthill mob in Wacky Races. I can't remember his name.
Bush, wake up! Wake up, Bush!
So, Dusty has done all the detective work, while Tex has gone to bed.
Love of Mike. Can't it wait till morning?
Who's Mike, boss?
Understand?
Anyway.
And I only know this as a result of skimming through the episodes. This shot of Dusty coming into Tex's room appears in another episode, and it's almost, I would have to assume, the same footage.
Ben's beaten Red Scalp, dead man's hill. In the morning,
And they're still playing that thing that they did with early episodes, where Dusty comes in and delivers a line quite clearly, if fast, and Tex says, "Take it easy, Dusty." "Oh, but Tex, there's a man with a chainsaw trying to kill everybody." "No, slow down, I can't make out what you're saying."
show up.
Oh, there's Big Ben.
Give a look around and see what gives.
Well, this is what gives. Big Ben, and oh, he spotted Tex's. No, he spotted Red Scalp's feather. Ah, okay. Why are we getting comedy music? Oh, right, he has seen Tex's feather. That's what I was going to say originally.
Yeah. Looks like Ben's over by that rock there.
And where's Red Scalp?
I don't know. I'd better look around the other side.
Yeah, you do that. Does it involve walking the puppet? No? Who's that now? So basically our villains are now playing a game of Spot the Hat. I thought this episode would have a bit more of a serious tone to it, considering, you know, gun running is quite a serious threat as far as Big Chief Kalamakuya explained to us. This is quite serious. Now our villains seem to...
No good Redskins brought a buddy to try and double-cross me.
Right, there's a bit of a case of mistaken identity brewing here. Ah, which of course leads to... Oh, Ben's lucky to be alive there. That's also a good example of, in the early shows, this and supercar, I don't think it would have gone on to XL5. It might have done. That instead of having charges in the guns, they would just scratch the... no, they wouldn't scratch the negative. They would paint black onto the negative, so that then when it was developed, it would come out as a white flash. And another early live-action insert shot there was Tex pulling his gun out.
You're gonna have a long time to learn that lesson.
And curiously that... Oh, that's an interesting close-up. Curiously that wasn't the magic guns that helped him there. Oh, it was Tex's own quick response. Was that a fishing rod? Something to the left of frame just came in there that looked like a fishing rod. I don't know if that was something to trigger a charge.
It's what we both want, Chief.
Yeah.
Kalamakuya, blink tank.
And probably a doctor for Big Ben, since he's bleeding from the skull, having got an arrow through it. So,
Well, I guess Red Scalp won't be troubling us for a while.
not till next week anyway.
Get going, Ben.
But I'm bleeding from the brain, Tex.
Oh, it's gold, but it's gonna also disappear.
It's no good, Ben.
Oh
It
dear.
ain't so easy to get your hands on Indian gold.
Aha. Well, that was Four for the Falls, Gunrunners, and much like all of them, thoroughly enjoyable, thoroughly charming, an interesting pair of villains to frame the story around. It's nice that it wasn't always Pedro and Fernando in these stories. It's nice that they widened the scope of the series. Interesting that we didn't get really any of the other townsfolk in this story, which is a shame because I pretty much like all of them. But yeah, again, early days I think with this one, so we're still finding our way a bit, but we've created some credible, slightly threatening villains here, and yeah, on the whole, good episode. Gunrunners, I'm glad I saw that. Wish I could be watching it in high definition on Blu-ray. Hint, hint. Come on, someone out there can make that happen, really. Anywho, where's the face in the sky? That's it, and we're done.